Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adam Froggett,
This is Will Pike.
and welcome to the pilot episode of Expressive Impact. Basically, what we wanted to do was just run an introduction course, introduce you to us, tell you kind of what we're all about, and just kind of run with it and see where it goes and how we feel and how we connect with our audience. And just to let you guys know, we're always up for feedback. So please comment. For anyone who knows me or William personally, message us on Facebook, whatever you want to do. Comment on the link to our show. And so that's pretty much it. Basically, I guess we wanted to start this because me and Will both thought that we had some pretty interesting, what's the word I'm looking for, I guess,
Views, concepts.
yeah, views and concepts. Yeah, I think we did. And I thought, why not, bring that together and open up to the world about it and see who else maybe shares the same views or anything like that, really. So here we are today. What's the date today, anyways? It's the
What?
today is
18th, Wednesday the 18th.
Yeah, July 18th, 2018. Our very first show.
Yeah.
I'm excited. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm happy to see where this goes, and like Adam said, make sure that you share the page, leave any comments again, letting us know if there's something you want us to talk about on the show, or if you have any tips or ideas of how we can improve the show to do it better. And we want to reach a broad spectrum of people through our discussions. So.
Excuse me.
A little bit about myself. I was pretty much born and raised Edmonton area. I'm back in school, in college, trying to reestablish a career after a almost fatal car accident. My passions are music, discussions, debates, art, writing, all that jazz. I suppose a little bit about myself. So
I didn't know you were a fan of writing.
yeah, no, I definitely like writing songs, music.
Oh, okay.
Any kind
so,
of,
like in that sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, I guess everyone knows my name already, but because I'm so important, I will say it again. My name is Adam, and I'm just kidding, obviously. I'm 28 years old. I was actually born in Ontario, Peterborough, which I don't remember any of it, really. I think I've only been there. Besides, I think we moved here to Edmonton when I was 2. I think. I'm not too sure. I'd have to clarify on that. But I've been there once to go visit family and stuff. The place is actually beautiful. It's really nice. Did I say if I was? Yeah, whatever. I'm 28, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I said that. Okay. And I got some passions myself with music. I'm learning how to play piano. You're still way better than I am, but
Practice makes perfect.
you're really good.
Yeah,
I like listening to when you're playing online. It's awesome. And it's really nice. I actually sort of, I guess I was a fan of writing myself too. I was actually working on a book.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, about 6 years ago. Just a fiction novel. I was just having some fun with it, seeing where it went. But I actually came up with a decent story. It's on my broken laptop, so I can't really look at it right now. I'm sure if I looked at it now, I'd be like, oh, wow, that was stupid. what were you thinking? No, but debate definitely is another passion of mine as well. I guess, I don't know. It's kind of hard to identify all your passions, in a way. I mean, I'm enjoying this. This is great. It's not necessarily debate, but conversation. That's something I'll run with. Conversation is huge for me. I love talking to people. I do. And I think that's actually a big reason why I wanted to get into this as well. Because I was actually debating on getting into radio for my first career. And I don't know why, really. I just never really ran with it. I just sort of stuck with the psych route and whatnot. But yeah, you never know, right? Never know where this can take you. And actually, let me just kind of bring up a point with that. if you guys have passions and if you think you have any talent whatsoever doing anything, run with it because you don't know where it'll bring you. And I cannot stress that enough because I know people who are amazing at certain things, but they just don't have the opportunities to get out there and, you know, make a career off of it. But they totally should. Like I have a friend who does painting, drawing. He's fantastic. I've seen his stuff. It looks great. I mean, I'm not a artist or whatever, paint critique.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it looks great. It's something I would want in my house for sure. I could see that selling for $600-700. Why not? Maybe even more.
Well, and that's actually a good point too, because I think that on some level, if there's some viewers out there and they're wanting to get out and they're wanting to reach some viewers, I mean, maybe we can have some guests and get some people on the show and just kind of, I guess, show some of their work off or their talents. Yeah, I don't know, it's just an idea, but...
There's nothing wrong with that. Sure, yeah. By the way, this is my friend blah blah blah, and he does blah 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 very, very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, reach them on this or this link and so on. But back to kind of what you said there, I really agree with that on pretty much all levels, is that, you know, you'll never know what the outcome if you're not willing to take the risk. You know, you have to put yourself out there, and you can never succeed if you don't try. It's, you know, it almost sounds cliche, but you know, you can't win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. So if you don't take the risk or you don't pursue something, then you'll never know whether you could achieve it or not. And
Yeah.
I think, like you're saying, it's almost sad when people that you know are amazing at whatever, dancing or singing or art or whatever, and you're just crushed by looking at like, why are you not pursuing this, dude? Like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
So.
And even if you have a bunch of them, a bunch of different things you're really good at, pick one.
Yeah.
Pick one and run with it. Have the other ones as a side hobby. And maybe, you know, that could go somewhere as well. I actually, I opened up a Facebook page, I think it was a couple days ago, trying to get more people connected to basically like bring their talents together and then see if they can connect with somebody that, you know, maybe knows someone that could offer them the option to maybe sell their product or, you know, sell their services, things like that. So if you guys want to check that out, the Progressive People's Club is what I called it. And yeah, basically it's just an open page. Come down and, you know, if you want to meet people, throw something up. If you think you have something to offer, make a status or, you know, share a picture, whatever you want to do. It's all about connecting people. I think, and that's a big reason why I wanted to do this as well, is because I want to connect with people. I love talking with people. I love debating with people. And I don't mean debate as in I know everything, because I don't, and no one does. But I'm definitely open to learn. And when we first ran our first episode that we tried to publish, which was what, maybe 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
Okay, yeah. So we ran into some technicalities and whatnot, but we were really, really pressing the idea that we want people to be involved. Because if we can have a healthy debate, or even a healthy conversation, and that can bring us somewhere, we can learn from that. Because again, I only know what I know, or at least what I think I know. And we're all that way, right? So if somebody else, or even I, know something for a matter of fact, and this person is preaching something else, well then there you go, now you just learned something, right? We have a conversation about it, we have a debate about it, whatever it may be, and now you know.
Yeah, remain open and be open to, you know, other avenues and views. I think, like you said, I mean, no one really knows everything. A lot of the stuff is just even conditioned from our parents, and we believe it just because. It's like, you know, I was at an entrepreneurial course, and the guy mentioned something about, he's like, you know, here's a really funny one, is which bank do you bank with? And people put up their hands, and somebody says, oh, CIBC or TD or whatever, and he says, now I want to ask you the question, did you consciously pick that, and if so, why? And I would say 85-90% of the room banked with that bank because their parents did it, yeah. And so that's conditioning, right? And there's so many things that are going on in our world, whether it be through media, the news, or any of those outlets, and we just accept it. You know,
Oh, yeah.
we don't go beyond. We don't think for ourselves, and I think that you know, through our show, Expressive Impact, we can, you know, we can open up some of those doors and really have good conversation and debate, or whatever you want to label it as.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
and grow and learn.
And it's way better to do something like that versus blowing it off and saying like, oh well, maybe after I watch my show, or you know, maybe after I take a nap, right? Because then it's never gonna come. It just doesn't. I've been there. I think you've probably been there,
Oh,
right?
definitely.
And it's too easy to be lazy. It is. And it's funny because it brings it back to that point where it's like, you know, you read something off the, you know, internet, or you see something on TV and all of a sudden it's fact. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Really? Is that the person you want to be? You want to be that guy or that girl or
Let's just
whatever, you know?
take face value for everything.
Yeah. I mean, I saw this, I'm not going to get into it because this this can go deep, but I saw a Facebook post about maybe 2 or 3 days ago. Oh man. And it was just a blatant attack on a certain set of people. And it was very obvious to me, but other people saw it as, oh no, well this is the main point. It's like, no, it's really not. Like this is what they're saying, and you know, all of a sudden I'm the douche, right? And I'm just like, come on, like, and honest to God, I was not attacking these people. I was trying to explain. And I will never ever debate on the internet again, and I think you guys shouldn't either, because
Trolls.
seriously.
They don't even care. I think it's more of just a hobby for them to just argue.
And they don't even try. They don't even try. They're just stupid.
Yeah.
They like, in my opinion, they're stupid people because they're not understanding the basic idea that, hey, I'm not here to attack you. I'm here to show you a different way of looking at this, and by the time you see it, I'm pretty sure you'll feel the same way I do, right?
Yeah.
And no, I'm the enemy all of a sudden. Yeah. This person actually blocked me. And there was no attacks, there was no name calling. There was name calling on her end, but you know, I'm trying to be the mature one. I'm trying to, you know, and then I'm the airhead, and that's a quote, by the way. Call me an airhead, and something else I can't remember, but it just, you know, blows me away.
I think it's just ignorance and people with too much time on their hands.
I think so, and it pisses me off too, because like I see posts like this all the time, and then people are just like totally one-sided, completely biased, and you know, how can you honestly go into a group of people like that, or like the original poster, and try to make a point and think that they might actually be open to a different way of thinking? Because they're not.
No.
They're not. They never are. I've never seen a post ever in my life on Facebook where someone made a point against something else on an original post and said, oh, you know what, you're right, I agree with you. Or, I never thought about that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's always like, you're an idiot and you shouldn't be talking about this because you don't know. And it's like, oh, really? So how do you know I don't know that?
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing. This is where you need to talk, is in front of somebody. Because 90% of communication is nonverbal. So you're going to pick up on a lot more than just text. It's so easy to misinterpret a text. I do it a lot. And, tone of voice is huge too, right? And I guarantee if I were to be talking with this girl, right, face to face, it wouldn't be the whole screaming match and whatever, because I was not there in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. I was trying, I was getting irritated, but I kept it cool. I was like, no, okay, let me explain again. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. And I must have said that at least 5 times. I'm not kidding. 5 different times.
Well, and I think you're definitely right in that sense, in that, you know, people are sitting behind their computer screens, and
Right.
so they just run off about whatever, and they don't, like you say, they don't have those visual cues, the sound cues, how is the person actually reacting. And I think that on some level, a society as a whole, even like the new generation, the younger people, should really start to get into these kinds of groups and communicate again. Because hiding behind a screen your whole life from the time that you know, whether it's 10 or 12 years old when you get your first phone,
Yeah.
you're actually going to have social problems. You won't know how to interact in real life because you've spent, you know, 8 or 10 years of your life behind a screen.
You know what's crazy about that? And I might get some heat from this from my family, but my nephew, he's 2.5 years old. He's already got his own iPad.
Holy. And he can use it.
He can
operate it.
He can operate it.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. So that's
I could barely figure out Nintendo when I was 6.
yeah, I know, right? It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, no, you're right though, and when you're conditioned to that, it kind of, I mean, okay, my sister's a fantastic mom. She is. I mean, clearly she provides, right? Spends how much money on an iPad for her 2.5-year-old kid. I mean, you know, it says something, right? But it does kind of paint a scary picture for people, right? Especially if, you know, they're getting all their information off of, you know, the internet. Because, again, yeah, you're right. People are social creatures, right? It takes you away from that. So what are we going to be like in 100 years? This keeps going.
Well,
Who
yeah.
knows? Maybe it could be good. Maybe. But, right?
Time will tell.
I don't know. I can't say. I'm not a psychologist, but it's definitely debatable.
Yeah, that would be a good episode too to talk about that. Just go into
Yeah.
the psychology behind how social media is shaping the youth of today and kind of the
Well, even
causes and
adults.
effects. Yeah, well, and adults
That's
too.
the thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean,
We're all plugged in.
well, personally, myself, I'm looking at my phone all the time. All the time. It's crazy. I bet I miss a lot of what's going on around me because I'm on my phone. Or I'm tuned in on my Xbox or whatever. But, no, I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely unreal. But I would like to see how that turns out for sure. And who knows? Again, I mean, maybe being plugged into the net all the time could be good. I don't know, but right now it's not.
No.
I have seen way too many absolutely insane people, in my opinion, online posting, in my opinion, the dumbest things ever. And then there's groups of people that just flock to it. And they run with it. And it's like, but when you're on the screen, the big deal is that when you're in a conversation or you're in a debate with somebody, you're cutting off the emotion. You can't read emotion through text unless it's all caps and, you know, exclamation marks. And, you know, clearly you know what that means. But besides that, how would anybody know how I'm trying to deliver a message, right? That's probably why that chick blocked me, is because she thought I was just kind of like being stubborn and this and that. I mean, from their end, I understood what their post was, but it wasn't. It could have been worded a lot better. You know what I mean? And it's not because of my standards. I think it's just because of common sense. Like, it was clearly what I said it was and what I thought it was. There was no debate about that. And maybe there is, but I don't know, because you're on a computer screen trying to convince me. How do I know what you're really saying, right?
Or even on the other, like, another token to that is, you know, when you finally, everyone gets up off their Netflix and gets up off of their computers and stuff, and you go and you actually meet with a group of friends. You go for dinner, or you go to a friend's house. They're having a little house party or whatever, and maybe 8 or 12 of you there, and you've come out to socialize with your friends,
and you're on your
everyone
phone.
is sitting there staring on their phones. Like I remember, if we can even, you know, maybe start to breed a culture that, you know, I went to one dinner with some friends, and it was, okay, everyone put your phone in the middle of the table, stack them all up, and the first one that touches their phone pays for everyone's dinner.
That's a good idea.
Right? Because, like, why did I come out? Why did I come out to socialize with everyone when they're just plugged in on their social media staring at their phones?
Right.
And, I mean, what if we were in the middle of the show? I'm just, hold on here.
Yeah, I just got a text really quick.
Where would the show go? It would be all distracted or, you know, it's probably even splitting attention spans.
It's funny because we're saying that, right? But everyone is going to be listening to this through their phone or through a computer or something. Yeah. No, I know what you mean though. I get it. Yeah, I agree. And it's funny too because when we talk about these things, right? And you brought up going to dinner, social events, even hanging out with a friend. Are you not much happier when you're with somebody and you're having a good time? Like
Yeah,
when you're
and they're
actually
engaged.
with them and they're
Yeah.
engaged in a conversation,
Of
or
course.
even a walk or something, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I mean, not just because we're doing the show, but I actually like hanging out with you, right? Because, you know, you're not always in your phone. You and me both have good conversations, hence why we're here today, right? That we had an idea, we ran with it. So I made a really good friend by not being on my phone all the time and by engaging with people, right? And sure enough, again, you know, me and you both, we started talking, and here we are.
Yeah, and
You never know what's gonna happen. Get out there and start talking to people. Get off your phone.
Yeah, well, and going back to what we were saying at the very beginning is take risks. So we had an idea like this show, and so what did we do? We didn't sit and binge watch Netflix. We got down, got on the drawing board, figured out our ideas, got the ideas on paper, started going, okay, how do we do this? What do we need? Do we need a microphone? Do we need a program? How do we make this happen? And then you just slowly chip away at all these issues, like our first episode 3 weeks ago, and technical issues. Did that stop us? No. We contacted, again, going back to using people and talking with people, we were able to find out what was the error with the camera, what was the
Right.
error with the audio interface that we were using. And so, you know, again, like Adam's saying, is just when you have opportunity or when you have an idea or a dream, run with it.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
who knows where it'll go.
Well, I mean, we got so much more value from talking to each other than we ever would have watching a TV show at home doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
Like this is the perfect example of one of the ideas of a topic that I wanted to touch on, was that if you talk to more people, you will become smarter.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about any kind of computer stuff, really, before me and you started talking about it, right? I knew how to turn it on, turn the volume up, and that was pretty much it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to tech. But here I am talking with you, and now, funny enough, I'm getting nervous because I'm looking at those numbers and they keep going higher.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's okay?
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Okay.
So I think what we'll do is that's a great first episode. I think we should run with that.
That's
and
cool,
We'll,
yeah.
we'll, you know, by engaging with more people and more individuals, it can help you get you smarter. Or I mean, we'll discuss in detail. So yeah, that's kind of our pilot program.
Are we going to go squirrely again, though, because of those numbers? I'm really nervous about that. I keep looking
No.
at that. Oh, okay. Because what happened last time is when we were recording, the microphone sped up and it went from sounding like Alvin and the Chipmunks to... It was horrible.
No, those are fine. Does it look like it's going faster?
Well, no, it's okay, because remember when you said we wanted to run it at 240? Now it's at 660.
No, that's the measure. So there's 691 measures
Ah.
of recording.
See?
So,
I'm
yeah.
an
No,
idiot.
it's fine. It's all learning, right? And that's again through getting out and doing what it is that you're passionate about, what you're working with. You'll learn stuff like that, and
Yeah.
you know that. No, it's totally fine, man.
Okay. Well, guys, I think this was a amazing pilot episode. This is great. I'm way more comfortable than I was. I think the first time we tried running with it, I feel a lot better, actually. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to it, click the little notification bell, like our videos if you like our videos. If not, leave a comment, tell us why, and let's get in touch. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Have a great day, guys.
Have a good one.